Hi, welcome back to the channel. So happy you could join me for another pick a card reading, or maybe this is your first one. Hi and welcome. Glad to have you here, whether you're subscribed or not. Before I get started, just throwing out if you want more extended readings, exclusive pick a card readings, I do offer subscriptions over on Instagram. The link is in the description box. Today's pick a card reading, we're taking a look at what is going on in your connection. So I have three piles to choose from. Beginning on the left, we have Miss Joy. Trying to get her to focus. There we go. A little insight out to adorables that we're using. Pile two is going to be one of the new characters, Embarrassment, and his little lavender lilac hoodie. Love it. Okay. And pile three, Anxiety, one of the more popular ones, and probably a lot of us deal with anxiety, so you might be quite familiar with this character already. But the timestamps are in the description and comments section. I will meet you guys at your pile. Hi, pile one. You guys are the Joy pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Whether you are new or subscribed, thank you for joining me. I appreciate that you guys are here to watch this pick a card reading. Today's pick a card, we're taking a look at what is going on in your connection. All the cards are ready to go, so let's go ahead and get started. And let's move Miss Joy out of the way. Let's move her over here by hook. Hope you guys are doing well. And just thank you again for joining me. Let's start off with our tarot. I'm just trying to get these sorted out. So we have Judgment. I've been seeing Judgment quite a lot recently. We have the Three of Swords and we have the World. And so let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Wow. Like I was saying, I've been saying Judgment a lot lately in these love and romantic type readings. So yeah, it's just wow. Okay. So it seems like your connection has been going through it. Like it's been through the ringer, pile one. And it's like both of you. With Judgment, I feel like it's both sides. Like both of you are kind of at this, is it even worth it anymore? Honestly, this is the vibe that I'm picking up here. Because we do have the Three of Swords over here and the Nine of Swords. Like there's just been so much heartache and pain and just distress and frustration. It's so ironic you guys are the joy pile, and it's like nothing here is screaming joy to me. And with the World card, to me, this is kind of like these two cards are just telling me it's being kind of like at a crossroads. What do we end things? Do we keep trying? And it's not to say, because this is going within your connection. I don't know if one person's energy is coming through more strongly than the other. I feel like this is very just balanced. Like both sides are feeling that type of energy right now. And both of you are in heartache and pain over what's been happening. And so this one, could it be that it's more one side than over the other? Or could it be that one person's afraid that it's over and they don't want it to end, so they want things to continue to move forward in your connection? So it's kind of, yeah, you guys are very much in a rough patch right now, to say the least. Let's add on the oracle cards. I have quite a few. I'm just going to lay them all out like usual. So let's do this. We have By the Book. We have Sacrifice. Planning for the Future. And then we have Dreams. So I like the oracle cards because it's giving me a little bit more positive optimism as far as what's going on in your connection. So I'm like, which card do I want to start off with? There's quite a few. By the Book, I feel like this is more about what I was getting more with this one is, yeah, doing it, like doing things right. Fixing things. You see how they're walking, like they're marching in line. Like, let me show you how they're just, let's focus. Thank you. Walking together. I don't know if you guys are seeing 1111. That's just interesting. But they're walking in order. So it's like doing things by the book, very kind of almost black and white in a sense. kind of maybe a little bit more traditional and trying to fix things and wanting to do what's right. We have the sacrifice card, and this is about giving up something now for a future reward. I feel like one side there may have been more sacrifices than the other, and that's what's caused the heartache. There's been this imbalance of give and take where it kind of felt like it's unrequited type of situation, or one person's not as interested in the other person, and it just feels like it's sacrifice. There says it's giving up something now for a future reward, but I don't feel like it's that. I feel like we have two cups here, and I feel like one cup is more full than the other. And so that's why I feel like there is an imbalance. And so I kind of also going back to by the book, I feel like one person is wanting that traditional romance, maybe not traditional in a sense, but they want things to kind of work out, to fall into place, to have the puzzle pieces come together, is what I'm getting with that. Let's go to the planning for the future. So this one I connected also to the Two of Wands energy because that is a planning card. So I think that one, planning for the future, I feel like that's what we were talking about, what I was saying about being kind of at this crossroads. Like, what do I do? What do we do? It's trying to figure out what is going to be the best option, the best path for your connection. And then we have dreams. And I feel like this one is really that both of you are dreaming about the other. You guys are hurting quite a bit. There's some pain, disappointment. There's anxiety and fears. Like I was saying, there's no way for me to spin it and be like, oh, this is a happy reading. It's not. I mean, I don't want to say it's not a happy reading, but it's not a positive as far as the energy is going. The energy isn't very great, right? But if this is your pile, then you kind of already know this, right? And this is just like a confirmation, and this is letting you know what's going on. And so that's really what I get for your pile. It's just both of you are kind of like looking back, especially with judgment. Like, I've been getting a lot of reminiscent type of energy, and I feel like both of you are kind of playing things over, thinking about how things are. And I feel like that's why it's kind of like you guys are at this stage right now. What do we do next? Do we continue? Do we give up? You guys are dreaming about one another, but it's like, are you guys in it for the right reasons? If this is a twin flame reading, then for me as your reader, what I would say, my advice is to disconnect this. It feels almost like an attachment type of relationship. It could be, for some of you, that's what it is. Like, you both are just, it's that trauma, like trauma bonded type of relationship. I'm not even going to try to tell you what it is because I couldn't. I know I've read about it, and it feels like that might be something here where you guys have been through the pain and the trauma and kind of lean on each other. But that's what I get what's going on right now. Am I going to pull? I think I am. Let me get my oracle or tarot deck. Let's see. Really what I want to see is like, what is the outcome of this, because it is a place where you guys are at a crossroads, rightfully so. So I just want to grab a couple tarot cards to see what's the possible outcome, because it is a general reading for the majority, I guess, because it'll be the majority of the collective's energy is what's going to come up here. Thought it was going to jump out, but it's not. Okay. So we have Justice. I'm going to pull two. Oops, sorry, too many flipped over. That was just me being a sloppy tarot reader. Shuffling. Sorry. Alright, this card. Strength. Don't hate me. What I'm getting with this, it's like karma has been served and finding the strength to walk away to something better. That's kind of what I'm getting here. It feels very lopsided. Honestly, the energy I'm getting here, it sounds like a karmic type of relationship. And I think that's why I was picking up on the energy of an attachment or like trauma bonded together, kind of something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's kind of like that type of energy. So I think for the majority of you, it is where you're going to choose to walk away. That's what the Two of Wands is going to end up being, just because it's not, there's no love cards here, you guys. There's no love cards here. There's heartache, there's anxiety, there's stress. And let me tell you, as someone who was in a karmic relationship, like this is the energy I was in all the time, like most of the time. About maybe 75% of the time, but I was in denial of it. So just putting my business out there. And maybe if you can relate to it though, then that'll make sense to you. And I'm so much better, by the way. So if this sounds scary or like, oh my gosh, don't freak out because something better is going to come. But that's what I get. So that is where I'm going to leave it. Pile one, that's what's going on in your connection. Of course, the energies are subject to change. So don't just be like, oh no, she said it's going to end, blah, blah, blah. It could be different, right? It can. It can be different. But it's just as the collective, the majority energy here, it's like this just isn't really meant to end. But for some of you, it might be where you guys find the strength to like, okay, pull it together, And honestly, with that, I think it is going to take some work just based off of the energies that we have here. So it's not going to be like an easy road. So some of you might do that. So whichever applies to you. But that is where I leave it. Pile one, thank you so much. If you've managed to stay this far in the reading, thank you. Comment, like, share, subscribe. The link to my Etsy and Instagram for more pick a card readings, for my subscriptions, for personal readings are all in the description box. I truly appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you on the next one. Bye, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2. You guys are the Embarrassment pile from Inside Out 2. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on this new pick a card reading. I am so happy you decided to join me. I am interested to see what comes up for you guys. Everything's ready to go, so let's jump into your pick a card reading. And again, today's pick a card reading is what is going on in your connection. Let's go ahead and move Embarrassment over. Let's just look at him one more time. I liked him. I thought he was a cool, little cute character. Cute good little guy there. Everything's ready to go, yeah. So let's get started on this. Just separating as usual. You guys know me. Knight of Cups. Or if you don't know me, I separate my oracles and tarot and I start with tarot first. And then we have the Four of Wands. And we have the Nine of Wands. Alright, so quite a bit of fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sag. And then to clarify, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, okay. That is cool. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune to round up our tarot cards. I want to move these over. Hopefully I didn't make it all like crooked because I have a bad habit of doing that for whatever reason. I really like this energy that we have for your pile. Pretty positive from what I'm picking up on. So it feels like this is, I think like the first energy we're picking up on is your person's energy. And I think what I'm getting is that this person does want to romance you, wants to ask you out, wants to win your heart, woo you, take you out, spoil you, just treat you like the queen that you are. They are a little intimidated by you though, because they know that you're a little bit no nonsense or that you're very smart, so you can see through the games and the BS, and they probably know that you've been through a lot, especially if you're someone who's recently gone through maybe a divorce or a breakup. They are aware of that, so they know that your patience is a little, limited. Not limited, but it's not where it used to be, is what I get. But yeah, I mean, that's great positive energy, right? That's just beautiful. And then the next energy, I kind of feel like this is really the combined energy between the two of you. And it's about wanting a stable, happy relationship where you both are wanting to work this out. And I feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles energy, regardless of gender, just disregard it. But I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, you're ready for more. You're wanting more. You're past the games, you're past the one night stands and the hookups and all that. Like you're looking for something more stable, more long lasting, not something that's just going to be a quick, 1-2 gone type of thing. So I think like both of you, I think you're both very much into each other with this, and especially the Queen of Pentacles. And I kind of feel like what I'm getting with the Queen of Pentacles, how she's holding on to her pentacle. Let me get my little wand over here. How she's holding on to this. It kind of feels like you're holding on to it though. Even though you want this, you're holding back until you know that they can prove themselves to you, and then you're like, okay, here you go. Like you can have my token, you can have my pentacle as it is here. So it seems like kind of starting out where the feminine energy is really trying to make sure that this masculine is who he says he is or what he's about, what his intentions are before like fully committing, but you're both very interested in one another, whether or not you know it. So that's what I get here with that. And then the Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. This might also be both of you, honestly. I feel like you both have had your share of heartache and pain in the past, but you guys are like willing to give it a go. Like you want to give this a real shot. You guys feel like there's something here. You may feel like this is fated, like you guys are soulmates. I'm gonna keep it very basic from now on, you guys. Sorry, I hit the tripod. I don't want to go like into whole like twin flames and divine counterparts, and I really don't. So when I say soulmate, just plug in the phrase that you guys prefer, because there's so many, and it's just keep it simple, right? Just keep it simple. Soulmate. It's a higher level soulmate, is what it is. But the thing is, you both are looking to try. You guys are willing to give this a shot. Like, you guys are like, okay, we both want the romance, we want the relationship. Okay, let's give it a go. There's something here, there's something special. You guys feel it, you guys know it, both of you. And even though you're holding back, which is rightfully so, you're still open to it. So you guys are open to the possibility of a relationship together, which is beautiful. I love it. You guys are pretty much in alignment with one another. So very, very good. Let's go ahead and look at the oracle cards and add on to your reading pile too. So we're going to start off with Come to the Edge. I was trying to remember what order I did this in last pile. Be open to change, deceiving you, and we have settling. All right. I'm just starting with the settling because I'm just getting the energy of that right now. So what I get is I feel like this is more about you being afraid of settling, and so that's part of why your boundaries are up. And I think that's what your person is aware of. They know that you're not going to settle. They're aware that if they do approach you, that they have to be serious, right? They have to come with the right intentions. And if they've hurt you or messed up in the past, then especially so, right? I didn't even touch on that, so you guys know if you have that type of scenario in your connection where they've hurt you in the past, and that would be why you do have your guard up and why you're like, you need to prove it to me. So even if there has been bumps in the road, to say, in your connection, you both still want it, but you're being very cautious too at the same time to let them prove themselves to you, which I totally understand. I totally get where you're coming from, pile two. Totally get it. So that makes sense. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to settle, because you're kind of already seen the bad side of them. So it's like, okay, if you're going to do this right, then you better show it and it better stay right, That's what I get. We have come to the edge. I kind of feel like you're both right on the edge of jumping. Oh, what is that song? I think it's Lady Gaga, Edge of Glory. So it's where you guys are right there. It's kind of like the Fool card energy, where you guys are at the edge, almost ready to take this leap of faith, or you're willing to, as long as the other person's in it too. So it's not like just, oh, I'm jumping by myself, or I'm falling by myself. It's like you guys are right there. So it kind of feels, especially this is a 9 card, and it's right next to the 9 of Wands. It's giving that like, okay, I'm ready for this new beginning. I'm ready for the Fool card type of energy. I'm ready to take a leap of faith. It's just right there. You're ready to do it, but it's just like you just need all the right pieces before you fully commit to it, is what I get. And it's not just I'm saying you, but I mean both of you when I say that. And we have be open to change. I think both of you have, I feel like you guys are in a maybe further along in your journeys, or you've been together for a while or in separation for a while. And the be open to change, it says be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. I feel like both of you have done your fair share of growth and healing and moving forward. And so I think that's why they're willing to do this. You're open to it. Like, you guys are open to the Four of Wands. Even if there's been heartache and pain and separation, whatever it may be. In the past, you might not have been. You might have just been like Queen of Swords. Like, no, I'm cutting you off. I have my boundaries. My walls are up. Don't even bother. But we have here now the Queen of Pentacles, and she's that motherly, that nurturing, down to earth type of energy, very loving. Not to say that the Queen of Swords is always a bitch or something, you know, she's always made out to be this evil type of person. She's just smart. She doesn't fall for games. And that's all it is. But I feel like both of you are open to the possibilities. Both of you have matured a little bit, or you guys have learned a lot through one another, even if it has been hard or painful in the process. And we have the deceiving you card. So I think both of you aren't really revealing that you guys are wanting this relationship. You guys are like, you're kind of playing mind games a little bit in a way, because I feel like you have this exterior where you're not showing them that, okay, I am still interested in you, or I do want more from you. And I feel like they're not showing you that they're like, I want to win your heart. I want to, you know, be that person for you and to be your partner, your lover, your best friend, everything. So it seems like you guys are maturing and growing, but you guys don't know that what you want is the same thing. You both want each other's loves and heart. And it's cute, and it's just like, you guys are hiding it from one another, you know? You guys aren't revealing it. I do feel like you guys are soulmates with the Wheel of Fortune, because this card does talk about destiny and fate, and especially if you guys have learned and grown from each other, mirrored each other's energy. That's what you guys are doing. Basically, this is what's going on. You guys are mirroring each other. You both want the same thing, but you're not showing it to the other one. And so, oh, okay. Gosh, pile one made me do this. I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm going to pull a couple more cards just to kind of see what's going on. So what I want to ask is your person going to make a move towards you, pile two? Let's find out. Are they going to make a move? Because someone has to break the silence. I mean, something's got to give, right? You would think. And we let the masculines chase and do their thing. Like, okay, oh my goodness, this card. Jack and Sally, the lovers. Meant to be, along with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, your person is going to end up reaching out. Like, they're going to make that choice. They're going to make that call. Oh, I love it. That's pretty. It's beautiful. Such a beautiful reading. That is where I'm going to leave it, pile two. Thank you for tuning in. Comment, like, share, subscribe. The link to my Instagram for more pick a card readings and for subscriptions for exclusive readings is in the description box, along with the link to my Etsy shop for personal readings if you're interested in one of those. Thank you again, especially if you made it this far in the reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, Pile 2. I hope to see you on the next pick a card. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the anxiety pile from Inside Out 2. Let me know if you've seen this movie in the comments. I thought anxiety was really cool. Very true to what anxiety feels like. At least I thought so. I think a lot of people felt that same way. But anyways, hi and welcome. If you're new, hi. Glad to have you here. If you're subscribed, thank you guys for tuning in to this pick a card reading. I'm glad you all are here, ready to start this pick a card reading, which is what is going on in your connection. I have everything ready to go. So let's go ahead and move anxiety over and let's look into this reading, get it started. I'm going to move anxiety over here. And I'm just going to grab the tarot as usual. That's what I start off with for those of you that are new. So the first card we have is the Knight of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Tower. Oh, okay. Things just got really interesting. Let's see what this Tower is about, shall we? All right, we have the Empress. Okay, I like that. I like that. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, okay. What is this Tower card? Oh my goodness, we have the Lovers. Wow. I think you guys have the most majors. I don't know. The major arcana cards, but wow. Okay, I'm going to move these cards up a little bit to get them more into the frame so that they're better to see. There we go. I kind of feel, I really feel, a lot of this energy that's coming through, I feel is more of your person, but I feel like your energy is in the middle. It doesn't really mean too much by the middle. I feel like two of the columns are your person's energy more so, but it could be yours as well. And then the second column, I feel like that's more you. Let's start off with the Knight of Wands. at first the Knight of Wands is a little because Knight of Wands is known to be a little bit of a player, a little bit of non-committal, kind of that kind of thing. But really what I get with this one, I love that the Empress is below. This person is very, very attracted to you. Very. There is a lot of sexual desire and energy coming through. Can I say sexual? I don't even know. Like, people are like, when they do their YouTube videos, like, I can't say this. And I'm like, what words can I not say? I need a cheat sheet. Does anyone have a cheat sheet of what I can and can't say? But anyways, I feel like your person is very attracted to you. They are very drawn to you. And they see you in very high regards because, honey, you are showing up as the Empress. You right out the gate. This is like, wow. And oh my goodness, forgive me for even saying it, but I kind of feel like this person wants you to have their baby. Like, that's the kind of energy. It is strong. This person really is really into you. Whether or not they're revealing it to you, probably not. I don't, because it doesn't seem like it, but this person just wants to like get with you. And but at the same time, they see you as the Empress, so it's not like just for a good time. Yes, there is a lot of sexual energy here. There is, and a lot of passion and desire, but because they see you as the Empress, it's like, yeah, there's that passion, desire, but there's also that love and respect because they see you in such a high regard, and you're just not something that they're going to like want to get rid of or dispose of the next day, which sounds really harsh putting it that way, sorry. But that's what I'm getting with it. And so here we have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this is your energy. Now, of course, Queen of Cups, we don't really look at the gender, so just disregard it. But what I'm getting with this is you are focusing on your happiness. You're focusing on your joy, your life, doing you. Go you. So proud of you for doing that, bringing that attention, that focus back to you, doing what you feel you want to do. You know, you're giving back to yourself. You're filling up your cups with love. You are really learning to manage your emotions, and you're being more selective as to what cups you are pouring into. Bravo, pile 3. I mean, no wonder you're showing up as the Empress. Like, you have my respect. You guys always have my respect either way. But wow, you know, it's not an easy path, right? To go from the Queen of Swords all the way up to the Empress and even the High Priestess. But you're doing it. You are doing the work, and honey, it is showing up here. And this is just a confirmation for you that the hard work and the time and effort that you've been putting into yourself hasn't gone unnoticed by the divine. It is just, it's here. The proof is here. So, wow, that is amazing. You basically are focused more on yourself, is what really is going on in this connection. You're like, I'm focusing on me. I'm making myself happy. If you're not going to do anything, then I can make myself happy. I can give myself that love. Bravo. Bravo. Dun dun dun. And then we have the tower. And the tower, you know, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's a tower. It's so scary. This is basically your person had this crazy realization, like, holy shit, that person's my soulmate. That's basically what this third column is saying. Sorry. I guess I just found that funny. But it's just like it's just like when you have that moment, like everything clicks. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna put in a photo. Where's my one? Right over here. Hopefully I can do it in here. In this part of Joey from Friends where he just has that look on his face when it finally comes together. Because that's kind of like the realization here. They're realizing you are their divine counterpart, their soulmate. I was telling the other pilot, we're just going to keep it simple from now on. I'm just going to go with soulmate. You guys can plug in whatever term you want. That is fine. I just want to keep it basic and simple because there's so many terms and it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, wow. I changed the lighting setting, so if it looks a little bit brighter, I did that because it's starting to get dark in here. I don't know if it's dark outside, not dark outside, but cloudy outside today. Let's add in your oracle cards and add on more to the reading as far as what's going on. But just wow, I feel like, you know, it's just crazy. Like I think like something happened. Maybe it was a download in a dream, something that just hit them like a ton of bricks. Like, wow, this really is my person, or this really is someone that I have a connection with. Yeah, let's add on the oracle cards. Like I was saying, we have the Time to Go card. We have the Ask Your Angels. Oh, I like that one. Happy with you. And right path. Okay. I love it. It really does feel like you guys are probably divine counterparts. You guys are higher level soulmates at the minimum, very, very minimum. In the time to go, I just really get with this. It's I kind of looking at the Knight of Wands. I feel like that's what it's connected to. Just like or she's running towards the door. There's like a little door over here, a little doorway. And then the Knight of Wands, like he's revving up, ready to go. And I feel like that's what your person is. It's he's ready to take action. Like he's wanting to take action. That's where he's preparing for it. That's what's going on his side because he does want you. You're busy doing your own thing, detaching, making yourself happy, fulfilling yourself, doing, living life to the fullest. And this person has not let you go whatsoever. And so the time to go is that. It's just them preparing to make those next steps and take those next actions towards you. The next card here, we have Ask Your Angels. And this, I feel like this is going to be both of your energies. I feel like you're both asking for guidance, for support. What do we do? I feel like you've probably seen so many tarot readings or messages saying, focus on you, make yourself happy, fulfill your, just all the same, love yourself, enjoy life, don't wait, that sort of thing. And so I feel like maybe, yeah, you still consult the tarot readers and hey, I'm here for it. Trying to give you guys guidance and some messages so you know what's going on. But I feel like your person's doing the same. Now, whether or not it's literally just asking their angels, it can just be about asking God for guidance, whatever power they may believe in. It could also be asking, I feel like it's more divine because I know a lot of times we get that they're asking their family or friends, but with this particular card, I feel like there's signs and synchronicities, whether or not they're connecting with them, because I feel like you would be more open to it. Now, depending, maybe your person is, maybe they are asking like their angels specifically. It can be, it's going to be different for everybody, but I feel like it is some type of level where they're getting those signs of synchronicities. And maybe this is what caused the tower moment. Like something they gave them, this little breadcrumb, was like a whole loaf of bread. It wasn't a breadcrumb. It was something so huge where they're like, this is my person. Wow. But just to summarize that card again, it is where I feel like you're asking your guides and your spiritual team, you're getting the signs and synchronicities. So is your person. You're looking into the tarot readings, maybe the astrology part of it as well. For your person, it could go either way. It could be that they're just getting the signs and synchronicities because the universe is like, hey, buddy, wake up, take action. Do this. This is your soulmate. This is your person. But that is where I leave that one. The next one is the Happy With You card. This one I do feel it is your person's energy. And I mean, it's next to the Knight of Wands, so it makes sense that it would be. And I feel like this one is your person realizing, wow, this is my soulmate. And I think they reflect on the past and they reflect on how you've affected them and how you've been there, your interactions, what you've told them. They're definitely watching you, living your life. And I feel like this is them realizing that, like, yeah, I am happy with you. Like, I like who you are. I appreciate who you are. And I could see this going long term. And it's almost like I feel like finding out that you were their soulmate made them very happy too. So that's very sweet, isn't it? I think that's very sweet, very cute energy. And then the final card, the Right Path. This one is very straight to the point. If you have been doubtful, if you have just had, moments of uncertainty and everything going on with your connection, it says the love itself, the card itself says, love is a beautiful journey and you're on the right path. And that's a beautiful, beautiful card to end with. I think that one just lets you know that yes, everything's working out as it's meant to. It feels like there's a lot of divine timing, a lot of alignment, a lot of fate when it comes to your connection, is what I'm getting here. You're doing everything right. Continue to focus on you, living your life, making yourself happy because you are definitely on the right path. So don't doubt it. Even if, sometimes you have those doubts like, should I even? Am I wasting my time? Now, of course, with your person, is it where they could change their mind at any time? Of course, we can't really affect or change someone's free will, right? We can't. We can only do what we want to. But at the time of this reading, right now, in this moment, you guys are on the right path. Your connection is on the right path. And it's just a matter of divine timing. And I try not to say divine timing a lot because I know it gets old. But I can't, I can't hide that that's what's going on here. And so if you're hearing it a lot, just take that as an extra confirmation that okay, it really is divine timing. Like, trust that, lean into that energy, because if more than one tarot reader is telling you that, then it's just take it as extra confirmation that that's what it is, because then it's like, okay, they're saying it's meant to happen in divine timing. So we're not telling you no, it's just things have to line up and get into alignment. Everything has to work out, and you're on the right path. You are. And that is where I will leave your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. The link to my Etsy for personals is in the description box. If you are interested in more pick a card readings and subscriptions, that link to my Instagram is in this description box as well. Thank you guys for tuning in, Pile 3. Truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you for making it this far. I hope to see you on the next pick a card. Bye, Pile 3.